I'm out here engineering my door. Now let's talk a little bit about what I want to do. What I want to do is have two doors that swing out here on either side. That means that these pillars are going to be the hinge posts, so they're going to have to be strong enough to hold a door. The door needs to be fairly light in order to make that happen. They also need to be straight. Here's a good example. This post is sitting on that block. So unless I'm going to make a door, well, how would I, if I made a door that went all the way to the ground, how would it swing open without hitting that block? It wouldn't. So in order to work around that, I need to extend this out to there, and then put my hinge there, and then this connects up here, and this, in order for the door to swing, needs to be about level, which it's a little off level here, but not too much so. So I can work with that by trimming the bottom or slipping the bottom out slightly. So I'm going to have to do something like that at each one of these posts, and to make it strong enough, after I put a board here, and I'm going to put one out here at the edge of that block, then I'm going to cut a piece of plywood to overlay the outside of them, and that plywood is going to extend all the way up into the top here and possibly come across the whole roof line in order to give me a flat spot for that door to open from and to. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but if that door comes under here, then there's a crack here. But if there's a little bit of plywood hanging down here, then I can come behind that plywood and make a lip, and that door can come up under the plywood but at the lip so that I don't get a leak. I don't know if I've lost some of you or not, but the bottom line is, and over here it's going to be more difficult because this beam sets inside of this beam. Not only that, but there's a steel beam up here that supports that piece that goes out on the edge. So I'm going to have to work something around here to create a flat area to hang a door from, and also deal with all the reasons I mentioned before, like that piece of stone hanging out there. And it's got to be so that the weight of the door doesn't cause this post to kick out at the bottom or something of that nature. So whatever I make happen here, it's going to have to be fairly sturdy and fairly strong, otherwise it ain't going to work. I hope I haven't lost you. Maybe I have lost some of you, but hopefully not fatally so. So with that said, having cut this piece, I'm going to go ahead and screw the top in up here, and I may cock the bottom out just a hair to get my level spot. And then once we have done that on these posts, I'll do some plywood work. Over here we're going to have a similar issue. I'm going to need a piece of plywood to come across here. We've also got some weirdly shaped stuff going on up here, and that's also going to have to be dealt with. And what would make sense really is for this whole plywood piece to be one piece. In other words, to come out here with my board that's going to go from the edge of that block up to here, so that when I cut my piece of plywood, it goes all the way out to this edge, giving me an added strength, and also kind of comes up and across here, which is going to be a little tricky. Nails and things like that, they're going to have to be done away with.